I think it's the wrong move. What he needs to do is to stop the escalation of the force of ICE. If you see the presence they're coming in with heavy military uniforms, being aggressive, and that's just exacerbating the frustration that people are having coming into school, coming into areas. So now he's just going to escalate it, and more people are going to fight back because they're actually fighting for their families. It's definitely the wrong move, and I think it's intentional to promote fear and anger amongst the people so he can show his base that he's actually going against this war on immigrants who are evil and criminals, which is totally not true. I think this is really about him appeasing his base and the lies that he put out about this criminal nature of migrants. I think he's trying to show that he's there fighting this war, this imaginary war, because it's not true. There's no evidence to support that Haitians are a national security risk that would force them or even call for them to have a total ban. When they talk about rates of Haitians who have been in the United States longer, that data, there's no data to show that except for the ones who have gotten extensions for TPS. So his rationale for imposing it, especially putting Haiti in that first block of people, that full ban is totally ridiculous and it's baseless. So I think we're going to see a lot of challenges, legal challenges when it comes to that. The one thing they might try to stand on is a designation as a foreign terrorist organizations, which were only two gangs. And those two gangs, if you look at the entire population of Haiti, which is 12 million, is probably 0.000001 percentage. And it's easy to screen those people and make sure they can't come out. So I think this is more propaganda coming from the White House, especially right now, to try to divert us and distract us from the failure of the big, ugly bill. In reality, what it's really doing is just causing what I looked at, and it looks like a civil war that's engaging. When I turned on the TV and I saw what was going on in LA, I asked myself, is this a third world country? Where is this going on? It can't be in America that this is actually happening. But unfortunately, we're at a place where we're actually sending ICE and police and now the National Guard to attack American people who are exercising their first American rights, which is the freedom of speech and to organize and to protest. So this is totally ridiculous and unacceptable. Well, if you're looking at the rationale and the reasons for the countries they actually put partial or full bans against, the rationale is not adding up. There is no data to support it. I'll give you an example. If you look at Haiti, they're saying there are two gangs in there that are foreign terrorist organizations, but who have never done any national security or any activity outside. Whereas Cuba is actually the entire state of Cuba, country of Cuba, is actually declared a terrorist state or organized terrorist state. So why is it that Cuba has a partial and Haiti has a full? And if you keep going through and picking through all the positions they put on why, the causation, it doesn't add up. So there's going to be a big fight behind this because it seems like they're just going with the narrative they put out last year by J.D. Vance that Haitians were in Ohio eating animals and being criminals, all which was false, that they're continuing this propaganda and these lies now. So you're going to see a huge fight. And I think there's more success specifically in this situation because around June 4th, the administration was supposed to determine if Haiti was safe even to send back TPS holders, and they failed to do that. And they have to actually declare that 60 days before they send back TPS holders, which if they do that, that would be a huge conflict because either Haiti is safe or it is not safe. And they have to make that determination and justify why Blackwater is even in there doing those activities if Haiti is safe. So I think there's going to be a lot of nuances and a lot of fighting going on, especially when it comes to Haiti.